Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? All right, what we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind and prepping and stuff like that, okay? It could be past, present, future. And if you would like to email me with pictures or video or even just an email, I encourage you to do so, okay? My email is in the description box below. All right, so this first email with some pictures comes in from a community member, and he said, I reviewed your video that you shared regarding the Dollar General assistant manager stress. What he is dealing with is not just Dollar General. Walmart, Target, and many other retailer stores are experiencing this excessive inventory. What is causing this? From what I have found is since 2021, during the unknown about the pandemic, many companies and countries put a halt on importing and exporting. 2022 saw some relief and some returned back to these jobs. The backup of this merchandise has eased, and the flow of imports being received, and thus all that merchandise was pushed up upon companies like Dollar General, Walmart, etc. All through 2022, we have been seeing this push for merchandise that companies had previously bought. Retailers just can't say no to not receiving it now. About a week ago, I took some pictures of the back room at Walmart in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where I work. What you are looking at is not holiday freight. It's freight that we have been continuously getting this year that we don't have time to deal with. We also have 41 trailers in our back lot right now, and most of them are full as well. Okay, so I'm going to put those pictures in for you right now, okay? Okay, so he also says, in our back room, we have no choice but to block bins with pallets of merchandise. We also have rolling racks. We widen out to 2 rolling racks so we can put pallets of merchandise between them. So merchandise in those rolling racks are not accessible. We have an overabundance of clothing in our store. Photo 1 shows how we try to maintain a space to walk between boxes in some aisles. It also shows what we call break packs. Those boxes you see on the left and right are full of clothing. Photo 2 was taken from on a ladder, so you can see how deep and how high up those boxes go. All of those boxes, including the pallets in the top steel, are also full of clothing. Photos 3 and 4, some aisles that we can't get to right now because we need some space to put the pallets of merchandise into. We also are fortunate right now to use a vacant vendor space in the front of our store where a hair salon business used to be. They went out of business. We are also dealing with the additional holiday merchandise. We continue to make a good presentation on the sales floor. Plus, as I mentioned, we have over 40 trailers in our parking lot right now. That helps. Here's something people should know. Our store inventory may say we have a specific item that our customer may want. We probably do have it, but since much of our inventory is on pallets and in trailers, we really have no way of finding that specific item or size that the customer wants to buy. So I hope customers understand. One question I have is, are people not buying as much as they used to? I'm not sure. I haven't seen any significant decrease in people's buying frequency in my area. People are still buying food and other items, seemingly regardless of the fact that prices have gone up. I have noticed that some store brands like lunch meats, breads are being bought up more than before. We'll get through this. Perhaps retailers may need to do some massive clearance this spring to move much of this stuff. So thank you, kind sir, for sending me these pictures and this email. It was awesome. Thank you. Okay, so this email comes in from a community member. And she said, I'm not even sure I should be writing this email. Things about this midterm is sitting really hard with me. Yeah, it's not sitting well with others either, you know. And she said, I have theories, but no proof. But part of me deep down thinks it was rigged. Yeah, you're not the only one. She said the polls were predicted a red wave. Sure was. Pollsters typically undercount the red vote because they don't answer the landlines, and I've heard this from pollsters. The top issues were inflation and crime. Right. Same here in Florida. Same here. Almost all of our candidates were leading by a lot. I heard there were issues in Detroit. People came in to vote and were told that they already voted by absentee. No kidding. I guess they allowed them to vote, but if they really did vote, then they got to vote twice. If they didn't vote, then someone is committing identity theft and voter fraud. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Stinks. Really does. Either way, this is a serious issue. Arizona has voting issues again. Georgia ran out of paper ballots. Didn't we just go through this like 2 years ago? These all just happened in the same states that affected the 2020 election. Yeah, I know, right? It really, truly did. Pennsylvania had issues with the mail-ins, and the Supreme Court said don't count them. What? The powers that be in Pennsylvania told them to go fly a kite. I tell them to go pound sand. But I digress. They would do what they wanted to do. If these truly are the will of the people, then who the hell are our neighbors? You know, sometimes, like that one neighbor that I have over there, I can't. I can't. Michigan spent the last 2 years littered with signs saying, my governor is an idiot. Yeah, I can't say the same about mine. I really can't. Anyway, yet she gets elected. You know, I know. It makes you wonder, especially like with Newsom. You know, that man. I'm not even going to go there. I'm really not, because I have a lot of community members in California, and I feel so bad for you guys because I know you guys don't vote for them. I know, but and they said that they voted to allow kids to change their genders without parents' consent or knowledge. Shut the front door, you lit liquor. That's just, and they voted to end. No kidding, statutory R word. That's disgusting. I'm not even going to touch that because I don't want to get sick to my stomach. So Montana voted to not allow life-saving care for infants who survive a certain procedure. The left's idea of comfort care for babies is to put them in a janitorial closet and leave the infant to die from dehydration. What? Okay, as a mom who lost okay, I can't, because I'm not going to cry right now. I'm not going to go there. Not doing it. Okay. Yeah, this makes me sick. And she said she had 5 miscarries and seen all life in all different stages, counted the fingers and the toes. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. She said that I had put a picture up in a video about a zombie being elected is more spot on than you think, because if this is what people really want, poverty, high gases, crime, war, etc., then they really are the zombies living amongst us. Yeah, no kidding. You know, but like many of you have told me, and I agree with you, they are selected, not elected, you know. And now for a commercial break. And now this community member, she said, every weekend I try out a new prepper pantry recipe or cooking method because I want to be prepared for any upcoming winter SHTF situation. That's really smart. That's really awesome. She said, bottom line, I want to avoid being cold or hungry and without electricity. So today's experiment was based on several YouTube videos that I had recently seen. I had good luck and bad luck and wanted to share my experience with other folks who might be on limited budgets and living in a small place. So here is today's story. She said, I copied this cooking idea from Ninth Element channel. She used a similar casserole dish, canned heat, and a cake cooling rack. Bought my items from a thrift store. I tried out the frying pan without success because of the sterno can. The flame kept getting extinguished. I'm not sure why, but I had to switch from a frying pan to a small soup pot. I had these two protein options to use. Both were bought on Amazon. Both taste about the same. I used Hereford, and that's Hereford beef today. I used a variety of canned veggies from the Dollar Tree and mixed them with the meat. I used a packet of turkey gravy from the Dollar Tree too. Nifty trick, I mixed a bit of potato water with the gravy and then added it to the pot. The starchy water thickened up the gravy beautifully. Dollar Tree gravy. So I ended up switching from the frying pan to a small pot, and this worked great. The flame continued to burn without issue. I added a jar of Dollar Tree mushrooms and let everything simmer for a while. I cooked the potatoes separately because I love fried potatoes. This little experiment resulted in a simple but filling meal that I was able to cook without chopping down a tree or buying a butane stove. I hate that I have to budget so carefully, but the cheapskate in me is also enjoying the challenge. Oh, definitely, without a doubt. I love a challenge too. So for what it's worth, I hope this helps someone prepping using items from Dollar Tree along with thrift store basics and an occasional purchase from Amazon. So the Hereford shelf stable meat packets are sold 12 for $48. For me, they are a planned expense. I don't buy them frequently. And yes, there are many other cheaper proteins still available to choose from. So please buy whatever works for you. Okay, great. So here are the pictures. All right. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I appreciate you. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.